share for us. The LPP is like the Ukudu power plant, no?
Yeah.
It's a build, operate, and transfer, meaning after 25 years, we will own the power plant. Similarly, like what we did with MEC, PD 8 and 9.
Yeah.
We paid for 20 years the capacity fee, and now we own PD 8 and 9. So that's the same thing about Ukudu. So that's the two contracts.
But not renewables, because 25 years from now, we don't want.
And then we
don't
have
want
no
it.
It's their problem to take them out
And the technology.
replace it.
Yeah.
In Ukudu, KEPCO has full responsibility to ensure that they meet the standards of delivery, otherwise we don't pay also.
And then they pay us after a certain date, right? The penalty? Yeah, so it's all on
If they
them.
don't deliver.
That's why we like PPPs. Like, put the risk on the private player.
Ratepayers are minimum
Protected.
risk.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we will buy solar panels and stuff, but
No.
until that's
Why?
really-
No.
Why?
Why?
Why? With Joey.
So that's why
We don't
it's
want to
not
run
really-
Payless either. We buy groceries. I don't
Okay,
want to run a
John,
grocery store.
anything else?
No, I
Okay.
mean, just questions from the commission. if there's
John?
any.
No, I have no questions.
The only thing for me is I would like to schedule like a tour to see, you know, where Ukudu's at. I don't know if it's inappropriate, you know, with the current
Oh, yeah.
construction scheme or
Yeah,
not,
no,
but
We can schedule
We
it.
should.
if it's possible, I'd like to see, you know, I mean, it's,
Yeah.
like to be there when they light it on fire too.
Yeah.
Not light it on fire,
not
but they
literally.
spark, they ignite
Turn
it.
something
Can you
on.
rephrase that? Can you rephrase that?
We'll press the push button.
The lighter.
Yeah, like the water heater.
Like you're starting the barbecue?
We want to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so real,
It's a good day.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Now go with you.
Yeah.
Of course.
It'd be good to see young generators. A newborn.
See, because of course I haven't seen it for a while myself.
okay, so
I haven't seen
lastly, John Kim, how are we doing financially? We're okay?
Yeah, we're actually doing very well. Our sales has been up, and our debt service is at 1.9. And also our customer.
1 point what?
1.9, the service coverage ratio.
Dang, time to lower rates. Time to lower rates.
Pay some bills.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also our
Why is
customers.
it so high? What did we do that?
Oh,
I mean, it's temporary, right?
It was set up like that, Simon. That's
No,
the way
no,
it's set up.
I understand all of that, Joey, yeah. And I mean, it actually leads to another conversation for future consideration of the board. But why is it, I mean, that's the highest I've ever heard in like 9 million
Oh, they
years.
went to 2. John
yes.
Kim.
The
is
sales
fast.
is much better than before projected, but eventually it's gonna go down because we have a Greco units coming out. It's online since
Right.
July, so you see the
Gotta pay for
increase in
that.
expenses. Yes, we also increase our payroll because we moved to the
Okay,
30%.
okay.
Yes, so-
And then Ukudu's coming, so we're
Yes.
gonna have to do that.
And you also have a lot of capital projects, John Kim.
Yes, yes.
I mean,
such as-
we just refinanced, right?
Well, no, we refinance, but more
That actually
importantly,
helped us,
more
yeah.
importantly, we're going to build a new T&D center,
that,
right?
yeah.
And then you have, I think after that, you have a transportation center, John, or something, or?
Miguel's working in the
Transportation
center, but then
yeah.
we will pay our share.
Yeah, so they have a lot of the, now remember, that's how we were able to front the money for the people who go on during COVID on the LEAC side. Because we put off some of the stuff that we were, so now we're beginning to do the T&D center, we're gonna do, John, I think you're gonna also upgrade some of your substations and
Yeah,
some of your,
we're gonna go out for the fence around the
Yeah.
Harmon substation,
yeah,
the concrete.
We do that out of
Concrete
cash flow
fence.
too, and we do that out of cash flow.
yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Concrete fence
yeah,
and that one,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Nice.
so again, that one.
And that's all out of cash flow, right?
that's
Yes.
all out of cash flow.
Okay.
So, you know, I mean,
That's not part
we
of
do
the
have, we
contract.
do have projects, and the nice thing about it is you fund long-term things out of 30-year money when you build a brand-new substation, but if you're just putting a new fence in, you fund it out of revenue.
Cash flow.
And, you know, just so we all understand, I did a lot of thinking about this, and we're going from a cyclone chain link fence to concrete, because in the States, people were shooting at the transformers.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know, so we're ahead of the other people in the States who are still wondering, how come our transformers are blowing up? Because people are shooting at them. So,
So you have
looking for improvement in the system. That's a good thing. Commissioner Sanchez.
So just food for thought, because at the other, your sister company is, their debt service coverage is much lower now, even though good decisions have been made. But the PUC, and particularly their consultant, when Joey and I were on the PUC, we were at 175 debt service coverage because we felt, hey, it's risk management. It's making sure the utilities have enough cash flow in case of bad collections, natural disaster, and it worked really, really well for all these years. And yet, it is charging ratepayers, right, a higher rate to build up cash and cash reserves, right? And at some point, at least theoretically, if the companies are strong already, and you've got all this cash reserve that you got from ratepayers, when is the right time? Kind of like what the legislature's doing with all the money. At least they're giving some money back to taxpayers through the rebate. So I've started to think, kind of like the chair, the other way is, is there a sweet spot below 175, above 125? Because even our lenders are okay with 125. We've historically been, there's no answer, it's just for us to think about. Just historically, right, we've been way above even what the lenders want us to put, and I think for good reason. But as we've matured into very stable, well-run companies, fiscally strong, our policy as, is there a lower sweet spot than 1.9? Higher than 1.25, that even the people loaning you money are saying, hey, 125 is good for me, so why are we running it at 1.5, 1.9? Don Maria could use that cash flow. So I don't have an answer. I think it's just a policy discussion. Merits, to me, that is merited.
So I like your thought. I would just point out that being this financially sound means that you might not need to raise the base rate as we go
You're
forward.
going to need to raise it eventually.
No. That's what I'm saying. As you move forward, maybe you might not need to raise the base rate because you've got the 1.7.
So you're consuming some reserves.
So consume some reserves.
Right.
So, it's,
That's the sweet spot we're looking for.
And you don't want to return money and then turn around and say, by the way, we need a rate increase for Okudu.
And it funded it took us through tough times with the,
This was tough time.
but now we still had to charge the ratepayer back for it.
But
right?
there's another point I'd like to make, is when we did that, Simon, of the PUC, we didn't do PUAG at the time, or because it got taken away from us. If we had done that, maybe the
They'd be in a
waterworks
better
would be
position.
in better shape.
Yeah.
And so therefore, the ID water rates, constricting water rates.
Very well.
Yeah, no, but it also built a stronger company. It allowed them to spend money where they needed to spend money, improve service, really. So, the utilities need, to me, and I always say this, water and power, number one. No water, no power, no island.
Yep.
I mean, 2013.
Yeah. So-
We made the commitment, John.
And we had the cash. No, I get it all. I get all of that, right?
next, when do we determine that sweet spot? It's coming around the corner.
I think so, for power.
Let's see how we do.
It may be
for
okay for
renewables.
water.
Power plant,
Yeah, it's coming.
all set.
Renewables.
And we have
Yeah.
a projection as
Yeah,
to
and then the
what
LEAC
sales
comes
are
down.
and
Yeah,
LEAC
it's
comes
coming.
down.
Coming for power. Yeah, no
So-
question.
And
That's-
because from there, remember we're going to be paying the capacity fee
Yep,
for
yep.
Okudu. So therefore, that brings the debt service. You can
It's
have a
gonna go
lower
down.
debt service, but you still generate a lot of cash enough to take care of your.
You don't know.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't.
yeah, yeah.
So we'll
No, no,
see.
I get it all.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not for today. Someday, we need to think
It's good
about it.
discussion.
Is there a
I
better
won't be
sweet
here.
spot
You
or
guys
not?
can talk about it. John Kim, is there anything else that
No,
you need
that'll
to
be
tell
all.
us? That's it? Our customers, how's our delinquency like? How's the government in paying? We're
There's
good?
some delay with GMH. They paid, but as time goes by, just.
Okay.
yeah,
So
the-
DOE is doing better than GMH?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
What
those-
else is new?
Hey, listen, those two are the ones that are our biggest headaches, and they're the biggest consumers also, okay, of the government.
Well, they're the slowest payer.
Yeah. Well,
Actually,
once we-
GWA is the biggest consumer of power in the government,
but
right?
they're paying.
But they pay,
Okay,
exactly.
see, so that's why you need rates. But,
yeah.
okay, so we're good? Not a lot of big delinquencies?
I'm glad we're replacing those generators that are older than John, you, and me. I heard that.
Well, John and me, you're young. You're still a young guy.
Not much younger.
Yeah, you're, the beginning of your age number is still 6. John and I were at 7 already, heading to the 8.
Yeah, but we've been
Okay.
doing this a long time, Joey.
Yes.
A
Okay,
long
so,
time.
moving right along. Any other questions, commissioners, or we'll go through the reports?
I forgot my shirt, but
On
he's not
Wednesday-
here, right?
Yeah. So Wednesday, just a reminder again, the PUC is holding a special meeting on Tuesday, the 24th, to work on the 5-year rate plan. That doesn't mean they're gonna make a decision that night, but they'll get all the information. There is a stipulation in place. There's a couple of items that there was no agreement on, so they'll wrangle that out in that meeting. Then we're having our meeting on Wednesday. That's why we're having our meeting on Wednesday.
Afternoon, right?
Yeah, our meeting's 5:30,
Yeah.
Wednesday.
No, just verifying.
Yeah, and then PUC has their regular meeting where they'll make their decisions on Thursday, okay? So, everybody, we're on board.
Okay, good job.
If we have any other questions, we'll bring it up on Wednesday next week, okay? Any other, if there's no other issues, motion to adjourn? Motion to adjourn, second?
Triple.
Second? Okay, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you, John.